In this video, we'll be taking a brief look at the latest release from Disney and Pixar, Soul, the Ultimate Collector's Edition on 4K and Blu-ray. We'll kick off with a brief unboxing and then get onto my quick review of the film presentation and special features. As always, I will leave affiliate links down below in the description and the comments if you'd like to pick up any of these standard editions from Amazon, Amazon UK or Amazon Australia. They'll all be region free, so if you're looking to import, you'll have no playback issues. Before we get into this, don't forget to hit that like button down below. It does wonders in getting my videos out there, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to keep up to date with all my content. As with all of Disney's 4K releases, Soul arrives in a beautiful slipcover featuring one of the film's many stunning poster artworks. The slip isn't overly flashy, but it's got some great embossing across the characters and the title, and a really nice, shiny, reflective layer. It's the perfect cover for such an intimately charming film, and I'm super happy designers didn't go overboard on this one. The back of the slip is really nice as well, featuring my personal favourite piece of artwork from the film's marketing, and a few nice still images. Of course, all the features and tech specs are listed here too, and the nice reflective effects carry over as well. Taking off the slip, you can see the back cover of the actual case itself is almost identical, bar some differences in character positioning due to space limitations. Flipping over, the front covers are fairly identical as well. Opening up the case, we get the usual pamphlets, which include your digital code and a Disney Movie Club promo. As with all Pixar releases, this 4K collection comes as a 3-disc set, with a feature 4K disc, a feature Blu-ray disc, and a bonus features Blu-ray disc, which is hidden under the 4K in a disc stacker. I would recommend placing the bonus disc under or on top of the Blu-ray feature disc instead to avoid any unlikely but possible damage to the 4K disc. Unlike the Disney proper sets, Soul of course carries the Pixar tradition of featuring disc art. I really love the consistent designs chosen for these ones. They're bright and vibrant and feature some great character shots. All lined up, they form a really nice sort of triptych as well. Soul is easily Pixar's most existential work yet, offering a deep dive into the human psyche in the most meaningful way possible, deconstructing everything we think we know about life and everything either side of it. Utilizing visionary designs that are quite simply like nothing that's ever been put on the screen, Soul is one of Pixar's most incredibly conceptualized films, both visually and narratively. Visuals and animation are absolutely gorgeous, and some of the best seen in any animated film, and its stunning score infusing blissful ambience and electric jazz make for a true transcendental and euphoric experience when combined with the film's pictorial landscape. It's an absolute masterwork bursting with pure genius, and any fan of the movie should be incredibly excited to get a physical copy, especially as many doubted they'd be able to, given that it was dumped on Disney Plus as an original back in December. I of course reviewed Soul when it first hit Disney Plus, so don't forget to check that one out if you'd love to hear my more in-depth thoughts on the movie itself. My review is linked above and at the end of the video. All this said, Soul is a movie that is absolutely begging to be picked up on physical media, particularly on 4K Ultra HD, if you have the playback capabilities. Not only is this one of the most gorgeously animated movies of all time, I think that this is quite easily the most gorgeous animated 4K disc out there, and at that, perhaps one of the best looking 4K discs full stop. Colours are bright, vibrant, punchy, and dance from the screen. Blues are beautifully inviting, deep reds are rich and soothing, and blacks are as deep as they go. And overall, colours are given an extra electricity thanks to the disc's HDR pass. This is also an incredibly clear and crisp presentation, so sharp you can see the finest of details. Pores and imperfections on hands and faces of human characters are insanely detailed, and singular threads of material and fine layers of fluff on clothing are unlike anything I've ever seen in animation before. Somehow the movie also feels so filmic in this format. There's a fine layer of what must be artificial grain prevalent throughout the film, a clear artistic choice. It's not obnoxious, obtrusive, or distracting, however, but welcoming and comforting. The accompanying Dolby Atmos audio track is absolutely stellar as well. The film sports one of Pixar's deepest and most layered soundtracks, and the disc's presentation feels so full, lively, and immersive, helping you sink right into the film along with those inviting colours. The accompanying Blu-ray disc looks terrific terrific as well, but it does suffer from some minor imperfections that aren't prevalent on the 4K, such as slight compression elements in some scenes and quite a bit of banding, as the HD disc's limitations struggle to handle colour management as well as the 4K disc, particularly in moments of stark colour contrasts and transitions. While the impressive 4K Disney Plus version offers a Dolby Vision presentation, which is not present on the physical disc, the difference between the Disney Plus presentation and the physical disc is night and day. The Disney Plus version again suffers compression issues inherent to streaming services and offers an image that is nowhere near as vibrant, crisp or clear. In fact, the 4K Disney Plus presentation is fairly comparable to the HD Blu-ray disc, while the presentation on the 4K disc absolutely knocks it out of the park. As far as special features go, Soul delivers the usual offering expected from a Pixar disc. All in all, there's about 70 minutes worth of features here accumulatively, not including the feature-length director's commentary. 45 minutes worth of these features are made up of small behind-the-scenes and making-of featurettes, which explore the film's character and story development, world-building and thematic ideas, as well as briefly dive into the creation of the film's euphoric score and jazz soundtrack, and give a small insight into how the animators created this film remotely from home during the pandemic lockdown. While these featurettes are insightful, they're certainly not as in-depth as the kind of features we used to get a decade or so ago from Pixar, but they're enjoyable and offer a nice peek behind the curtain. All these features can also be found on Disney Plus, so if you've checked those out already, there's not much new to offer here. That said, the 4K disc does offer an audio commentary with director Pete Docter, co-director writer Kemp Powers, and producer Dana Murray, which is exclusive to the physical release, and offers a terrifically in-depth look into the film's production and creation. The Pixar commentaries continue to be some of the greatest on the market. Also exclusive to the set is more than 20 minutes worth of deleted scenes in animatic form, with small introductions by story supervisor Kristen Lester and screenwriter Mike Jones. If you've checked out Pixar deleted scene offerings before, you know what to expect here. Overall, Soul's 4K Ultimate Collector's Edition comes with the highest recommendation from me. Not only does it easily surpass Disney Plus's presentation, it's one of the physical format's greatest offerings to date and a true reference quality disc. Soul is available on home media in the USA and Canada on March 23, in Australia on March 24, and in the UK on March 29. Thanks to Disney for providing me with this copy for the purposes of this review. If you'd love to hear me talk more Pixar, I'm currently working my way through ranking the Pixar films by era as I did with the Disney films, so you can find all those videos linked above or just after the jump. At that, I'm throwing it over to you. I want to know your thoughts on Pixar's Soul, and if you're excited to get your hands on the physical disc. Fire away down in the comments below and let me know your thoughts. Hey everyone, if you haven't yet, smash that big old subscribe button up on your screen to keep up to date with all my content, and hit that like button down below. Also, don't forget to check me out on social media, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon for as little as $1 a month for exclusive videos, early access content, and to get your name up on the screen. Thanks again for watching.